Standard 5th, EVS 1, Chapter 6, Rules are for everyone. Dear students, we follow traffic rules so that traffic can move smoothly. In the same way, there are rules of social life that tell us what each person should be doing. So, rules need to be made to specify each person's duties and responsibilities. If we follow the rules, our day-to-day life becomes disciplined. We can work more efficiently. Rules are meant for everybody. They apply equally to all. No one is above the rules. Disobeying the rules leads to punishment. So you can see in the picture here how the traffic policemen are trying to discipline the people on road. There is no discrimination in punishments for breaking the rules. So it doesn't matter who's driving, whether a rich or poor or any other class people. It doesn't matter. Rules are for everyone. In this way, equality is the basis of rules. Changes in rules for the society. Now, our society works according to certain rules. We make the rules ourselves. So, social rules are there which everyone must follow. Proper changes are also introduced in the rules made for a society. There is a difference between the rules of society and laws of nature. Now, here you see the picture where a natural phenomenon is occurring. Natural occurrences follow laws of nature. We cannot change the laws of nature, can we? No. The rising and setting of the sun and the change in the seasons never stop. The law of gravity does not change. The rising and falling of the tides, the phases of the moon, all of these things occur according to the laws of nature. Nature's laws are constant and fixed. They do not ever become outdated. But what about human laws? Human laws need to be changed with changing conditions. The laws followed in India under the rule of the British were different. When India gained independence, the situation changed and the laws of civic life changed accordingly. For example, after independence, the voting age was 21 years. After 1988, the voting age was lowered to 18 years. So, we can see that there are changes in the laws of human. Nature's laws cannot be changed, they are constant and fixed, but human laws need to be changed with changing conditions. Try this. Ask your parents and grandparents what rules were followed during their time at school. Make 3 columns, one each for yourself, your parents, and grandparents. Enter the school rules related information in each column and compare it. Discuss which rules have changed and which have not. So you can try this activity at home. Always remember, boys and girls or men and women are equal. They must get the same opportunities for development. Now we see some places there is a difference shown between boys and girls. See, for example, this picture. The girl is saying, don't girls need as nourishing a diet as is given to boys? At home, they feel only my brother needs good food. So this is the problem faced by this girl, that she's not getting the proper nourishing diet as her brother. So what is the answer to this? Yes, people of every age need nourishing food. And we cannot discriminate between a boy and a girl for good school or good food. So, it is incorrect to discriminate between boys and girls. It is unjust to deprive girls of good food or to prevent them from going to school. Such injustice can also be seen with respect to other sections of society. So let's see this picture now. I have returned all your money. How can I still be in debt? The poor man is asking the owner or the landlord that I have returned your money. Now why you are still asking me? So this is some injustice. And the second picture shows you a maid working. Even though I work without a single holiday in a month, why do you pay me so little? So what is her problem? That she is paid very little. So such injustice we see occurring around us. Rules have to be made to ensure that no injustice is done. So rules help us to follow a disciplined life. Now each rule has a specific purpose. Okay, so let us see some rules like prohibition against loudspeakers in public places after 10 o'clock at night, free primary education for boys and girls, prohibition against dumping garbage in the river, protection against domestic violence for women, ban on child labor, ban on felling trees. A recent example is of RA, which we all have witnessed. Many people came out with slogans like Save RA, and they protested against this inhuman tendency of felling trees. Another ban could be on hunting and poaching. So, what is poaching? Animal poaching is when an animal is killed illegally. It usually occurs when an animal possesses something that is considered valuable. For example, elephants. The only thing that needs ivory is who? An elephant. But humans, for their own need and greed, they're killing elephants to obtain this valuable things from them. So this is wrong. It has to be stopped. So rules are necessary for this. We follow many customs and traditions in our lives. We follow those traditions by observing our mother, father, grandparents, and other relatives. There are several good customs and traditions in our society. We celebrate festivals together. We welcome guests who visit us and are hospitable to them. Many of our customs enable us to maintain the balance of nature. We express our love and gratitude towards animals. The values of non-violence and peace have been a part of our social life since ancient times. Even so, there are some traditions and customs that are not desirable. Okay, now they are not beneficial for a society. For example, caste discrimination, the caste system. Because of this, a divide has been created in society. It has given rise to inequality. Untouchability was an inhuman and unjust custom. The Constitution of Independent India has abolished the custom of untouchability. Many times, dear students, laws have to be made to abolish unjust customs. In our country, customs such as sati and child marriage were abolished by making laws that banned them. The law that banned the use of magic for cheating people was first enacted in Maharashtra. Receiving a dowry has been banned by law. Wrong customs and traditions cause the neglect of some sections of society. They have no access to education, therefore, they do not get opportunities to develop. They have no means of livelihood. Poverty and lack of education are ruining our planet. Therefore, they have to face poverty. No livelihood, then they are suffering from poverty. So, poverty and lack of education are two big obstacles in a society. We can make progress only if we get rid of these obstacles. So, what are our social values to sum up? Illiteracy, child marriage, superstitions, child labor. All these are our social issues. Next, protecting our environment. Just as laws are necessary to maintain equality and justice in society, laws are also required for the protection of the environment. We are dependent on nature in many ways. Most of our needs are fulfilled by nature. Natural resources will enough quantities for the needs of our future generation. Therefore, we must conserve these natural resources. We must use them carefully. So, reduce, reuse, recycle. Do you know? Caste discrimination, gender inequality, and lack of education for women are some of the big obstacles in a society. Mahatma Jyotirao Phule, Rajarshi Shahu Maharaj, and Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar tried to get rid of these obstacles. Savitribai Phule had to fight a great battle for women's education. Her colleague Fatima Sheikh provided her with valuable assistance in this fight. Maharshi Dhondo Keshav Karve also did great work to promote women's education. The work of all the social workers was instrumental in bringing about positive change in our society. So, what we have learned? Point 1, rules made for people are changed from time to time. Second, rules in the olden days were in the form of religious traditions and social custom. Third, laws are made to combat inhuman and undesirable traditions and customs. So, dear children, I hope you have understood your chapter well. Do read the textbook for a better understanding. Thank you.